Folks, how you doing? And welcome to our channel. So today is the 5th of June 2025 and welcome to another global news. If I sound or look a bit nasally, it's because the UK is being battered by strange weather at the minute, of which I think I'm going to go into at the end of this read. Lots of intense sun, lots of rain, lots of wind, lots of everything really, apart from snow. And it's a deep cleansing, and I've just been told what it is by spirit, but we'll come to that at the end. So if I feel a bit, look, that's why. So we've got today, we're going to be looking at Meghan twerking, Harry Spencer, Maddie McCann. If we've got time, we're going to look at this war energy with Kier Starmer and the UK cleanse and weather. So that's a lot. So buckle up, buttercups, get yourself a brew. I've got mine, and let's get into it. So yesterday was Lilibet's birthday. Unlike any parent, Meghan posted many posts and pictures in relation to Lilibet's birthday, which is fine. But then in the afternoon, well, afternoon UK time, this video was posted of her allegedly in labour with Lilibet in some type of labour ward, labour room with Harry. And they were dancing. They weren't just dancing, they were prattling about. They were twerking. She was doing this thing where she grounded down to the floor. She was holding a bump. And I mean, someone's actually online compared it to a pile of newspapers under her dress because she could see the lines if that she was ruffling the bump up anyway. I actually, when I saw it, it actually turned my stomach. I think before we go any further, I think, we have to understand that anything like pregnancy, whether it's via adoption, surrogacy, or you've given birth yourself, marriage, weddings, engagements, birthdays, they are actually sacred times in a person's life. And I firmly believe that they are rituals. They're rituals of light, they're portals for you, they're also portals for the family. So when we disregard them, or when we act in ways that are not in alignment with the divine feminine, divine masculine, we actually poison them. And I really picked that up yesterday with that video. Um, they have a habit of doing this with their engagement. They did it with their engagement. They were filmed when they didn't realize they were filming, prattling about on camera. I'm just going to say it as it is. With the wedding, we know the Markle debacle that we had with the wedding. Um, the birth of Archie was a strange one in itself. Meeting the Queen, who for many people, meeting the late Queen is a ritual. It was a ritual for many people. Took grace and love and respect in meeting the late Queen Elizabeth II. But obviously for Meghan, it was, we all had the curtsying gate, didn't we? So every time they've come across something that is sacred, that is a ritual, that is something that could help bring healing, they've sabotaged it. They've disregarded it. They've mocked it. They've been seen laughing and nudging at other ceremonies. I mean, the list is endless. I am aware before we go into this reading that many intelligent people, many well-educated people, many people with information that is unquestionable, that is clear cut, have said that it is impossible for Meghan to carry a child. Okay. And I have faith in this information. Okay. This isn't just online sleuths trying to make a quick buck. This is people that know. Okay. And this isn't the Markle family, although they do have a right to say, because obviously they are her family. These are people that know. Okay. And I feel that they're all family. No. And I feel that that is one of the reasons why, especially William, well, let's just say William first instead of Charles. Charles and William are stepping forward. Interesting. I was going to say stepping back. So are Charles and William going to actually step forward at this point and actually do something about these two? Because when I saw this yesterday, it made my blood run cold because God forbid, and it really is God forbid, but God forbid if something should happen and Harry is in line for the throne and he gets that power, I don't want to, sow fear, but he really isn't suitable to be King of England. Not now, not at this time, not behaving like that. Um, One of you actually said in the Anne Boleyn video, do you think that Meghan, one of her things that she's trying to do is to do this to Harry to a point that if, God forbid, he is presented with that, and it is a God forbid, really is, people reject him, and that's part of a punishment. Could well be. Could well be. You're onto something there. Um, I'm also speechless. There's also been somebody that has set against somebody that's well trusted, made a comment in relation to Lilibet's eyes in one of the pictures that, let's just say, don't look right. They don't look human. There's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to process. I genuinely feel, and I don't know about you, but if she'd have genuinely given birth, allegedly, um, I think we'd have seen it in a documentary. I really do. I think we'd have seen it on a Netflix documentary. I think we'd have seen pictures of her giving birth. I really do. Now, she may pull a trick later down the line and find a way to make that happen, but I just find it strange. Um, anyway, let's get into it. I've got four decks in front of me, and I'm looking at them thinking, why have I got four decks? Which one am I going to start with? This one. So this is the Tarot of Traditions. Show me the energy in relation to the video that she posted. Show me the energy of the video that she posted in relation to Lilibet's birth. Where they're tweaking. Show me the video. Show me the energy behind that video of them tweaking. Oh, yeah. You see, Eight of Cups, when it's upright, is about sacred. It's about endings and closure and people walking away. But it can also be about, mystical happenings and sweat lodge and deep healing and deep release. It's about sacredness, okay? It can be something in your life that you're going through that's really painful, but also deeply transformational. You know, when people say to you, just give them some space to get through this, it's that type of thing. Or it can be something that you're going through that nobody really understands the meaning of it to you, if that makes sense. It's the opposite, it's in reverse. So, whether she's pregnant or not in that, we're dealing with something that's not sacred. We're dealing with something that's deeply out of alignment. Also, as well, there's a hierarchical thing here. So, it feels as though this is an attack on the monarchy. I also fear and feel that she has other content up her sleeve to pull out of the bag to bring a mockery to the monarchy. Now, I don't think she actually can, but what I was shown this morning was it is one of the reasons why William and Charles don't want anything to do with Harry, because I feel they're aware that things ain't right here and they don't want to be dirted with it. Because I was also shown this morning that, that picture that she had with the late Queen and Prince Philip after Archie was born, um, I feel that that was a setting up that they'd set the Queen up for a fall. I really do, and I'm not dissing the Queen. I think there was a lot of manipulation going, and I think William and Charles are conscious of that. This little tea down my neck. So, High Priestess in reverse is deep secrets. It's illusion. Again, when she's upright, she's the divine feminine. She's intuitive. She's feminine. She's masculine as well. She's balanced both aspects to her. She's deeply spiritual. She's a deep person. She's an amazing woman. She's intuitive. She's psychic. She's a mystic. When she's in reverse, it's deep, what I call the deep, dark, and dangerous energy, where you can get someone that's actually very shallow, or it's what is it? Still raw waters run deep. Is that even the saying? Where it's not just that they're deep; it's that it's not a nice deepness. It's not that they've got depth. It's something else. You'll never get to the bottom of them. You'll never get to the answer. You'll never get to who they really are. mental health issues. I mean, these cards are all in reverse. It's Eight of Pentacles, so it's something that was manufactured. It's not just, I mean, again, why would you need to film that? Maybe, I mean, they are from my generation, actually. So why would you need to film that? It's all very manufactured. It's all for money as well. So you're possibly using, Lilibet's birth as a money-making thing. Six of Cups, the past. We'll come back to that. The Queen of Pentacles. I'm sensing something here in relation to the fact that like Diana had her pregnancy. I think Anne did it as well, and I think Sarah did it, and Catherine did it, where they come out and they look nice, and they stand on the steps with the baby, and the births have all been above board. There's some type of an attack on that, especially Catherine, on that, trying to belittle it. But it's weird because they're belittling it, but they're actually belittling themselves. And maybe that's a lesson to us. When you actually trash someone else, you're actually trashing yourself more. Um, See, this Six of Cups feels like somebody passing something. It's almost like the passing of a child to somebody. There you go. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. There's your money, etc. We've got the Empress upright. We've got the Ace of Wands. And we've got the Sun. Okay, let's look at the Empress in reverse. That's interesting because it's upright. So, Empress, clarify for this reading, please. Temperance, death and rebirth. Yeah, the Empress comes in after the Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Let me pull a card from this one. This is the Governance Oracle by Trish James Oracles. Empress, not Empress clarifier. Strange relations. A change in focus. We'll use this deck more in a bit. Interim placeholder. Interim placeholder. Is that an Australian thing? Because I think the author of this deck is Australian. Just looking at the phone, what an interim placeholder is. Interim place holder. An interim placeholder refers to a temporary solution or person in a role used while waiting for a permanent replacement or a more definitive solution. It's a temporary measure to fill a need or hold space until something more permanent can be implemented. That comes in with the Empress. So allegedly a temporary Empress coming in to fulfill a job. There's also strained relations possibly with these two. Could even be strained relations with Harry and Meghan. Um, let's have a clarifier for the Ace of Wands. This is also Meghan trying to look as though she did give birth, allegedly. This is her. When I'm reading her lately, you see the truth of the situation, and then you see what she wants the world to see. This is me making a stand. This is my joyful moment. This is my perfect moment, but it's not. Five of Cups, there's losses, there's things we're not seeing. Um, there's something. If allegedly there has been somebody else in the mix, there's issues with them. Um, It could also be her running scared because possibly the powers that were within the monarchy or the powers that are within the monarchy are getting closer, or other information is coming out, losing face, etc. So let me pull these cards away and let me just pull separately on Meghan and Harry. And then we'll get the governance oracle going. Show me Meghan's energy in that video. Show me Meghan's energy in that video. Again, stop to flip the deck and it's illusion. Show me Meghan's energy in that video, please. Queen of Wands, she's behind it. She's sticking out of the deck, so we'll take that in reverse. Interesting. Nothing left to give. Pulling it out of the bag. A bad decision, a very bad decision, because all it's going to do is open up more questions. Again, people are going to look at a twerking. You're meant to be in labour, and you're going right down to the ground with that. Is that possible? I don't think so. This isn't the first time this has happened. We know about the popping belly. We know about the belly that dropped with the red and purple outfit on. We know about her getting right down on heels, heavily pregnant. We know about the change in sizes of baby bumps. Six of Swords in reverse, trying to hide something. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Cups, other people involved. Ace of Pentacles. She's the mastermind behind it all. Betrayal. I feel that possibly there are other people that have stories in relation to her. Yeah, that could be bought. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to put that deck then. Show me Meghan's energy in that video. But again, I was watching it again. Well, I wasn't purposely watching it. It came up on my TikTok again this morning, and I actually had a little chuckle to myself because I just the vision of the other one sat in the corner watching, actually in labour while she's watching them dance. There's three of them there. There's three there. Meghan's energy in that video, please. Difficult decision. She has a difficult decision. She's an isolated outcast from her own biological family, from the family that she's married into. She's in desperate times. I said ages ago, I've done a video on the CT's Royal Tarot, and it's called "Is Meghan Unraveling?" And I genuinely think she's unraveling. Okay, sorry. I genuinely think she's unraveling. It's almost like she's possibly got even caught up in her own deception, if that makes sense. So show me Harry's energy in that video. Show me Harry's energy in that video, please. And then we'll pull on how they feel today. Show me Harry's energy in that video. Oops. Been told what to do. Six of Pentacles. The past, again, he needs to do something about this. The past. Ace of Pentacles, but also being part of it, planting the seed. Planting the story. I'm looking, they are lilies, aren't they? They are lilies. Looking at the lilies, and that reminds me of Diana's coffin. The lilies on top of Diana's coffin. Come back to that. Yeah, Page of Cups, naivety, um, lack of character, very easily manipulated. One of the things I was shown earlier was there are many people that have serious family wounding and many new partners coming or past partners coming in. And rather than trying to help to bring about healing for that person, they're seeing it as a gateway to get full control of them. Now, in some cases, yes, some people have, they've had horrific abuse from parents, and quite rightly, they need to step away if there's been horrific abuse. And what is horrific abuse? Who knows? But there's also situations that actually really do need to have where actually all it needs is a good spout of therapy, some spiritual healing, and a good head shake to actually make you move beyond it. But these men and women are in these situations as well, are being played. Their wounding's being played. Um, Dance was something that Diana liked as well. So that reminds me of something I was reminded of this morning, where she actually wore the same perfume Diana wore to the first date they had, which to me is sick. It's sick. You can't dress that up. You can't throw unicorn shit at that. It's not right. Now I know Catherine before, then the Meghan fans come at me. Well, Catherine does this. Catherine wears the odd piece of Diana's jewellery, which to me is quite acceptable. But if I found out that Catherine was wearing Diana's perfume to entice William, I'd be a lot concerned. And I don't think for 1 minute Catherine would wear Diana's perfume on a first date with William. That's sick. I mean, that is wounding at its finest. And I think this is a deep, dark, and dangerous situation that the royal family are in with this one. Um, Nine of Swords in reverse, possibly, under the influence, not there, not taking it serious. Um, Queen of Wands in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse. He's all over the place. There's no sense of character there. There's no sense. Three of Cups again upright, showing off to someone. The Hanged Man in reverse. When he's upright, it's about spiritual insights and seeing things from a different perspective. When he's in reverse, it's blocks, very deep blocks. I was in an infrastructure, true to their word. Yeah, look at that, true to their word. It's almost like being submissive with her. Again, inner child trauma. You are my beacon. You are my this card is housing and infrastructure. But for this reading, I'm feeling as housing and infrastructure represents, it's your root chakra stuff, it's your home. It's, without your home, you're nothing. And Megan in that moment is his home. It's a real imbalance of power. Um, it's like Pied Piper energy. Right, let's look at their energy today. In fact, before we do that, I'm going to do a proper spread with this governance deck. Show me the energy of that video, please. Oops, a card just flipped out. Concede defeat. Health regulation. I'll keep pulling what's at the bottom. Failed negotiation. Facade of goodwill. Classified information. Targeted attack. So I feel this is a targeted attack from them towards the system. Succession plan. Trying to prove the succession of these children. Um, because obviously, I mean, I don't know how sure this works. Um, if they are surrogates, in what way are they surrogates? Do they hold Harry's seed? If they don't, I think they would do. But how does that go in with the succession? What other lies have been told? So there's something here, classified information, targeted attack, succession plan, communist country. We get that a lot lately, don't we? Corruption revealed, and one more card, environment concerns. So concerns around their environment as well. There is concerns about that video. Mark my words, one way or another. Say if the miracle has happened and she's grown a womb overnight, um, don't need, and she's pregnant, then there's still concerns. Take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. The outcome that they truly desire. Right, let's have a look at them now. Checking that we are recording. Show me the energy between Harry and Meghan today. Show me the energy between Harry and Meghan today. The Star card. Okay. Two of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. They're actually enjoying what they're doing. I think they actually get a kick out of this. They actually get a kick out of this. What's the saying? Any attention's better than no attention. Any attention is better. They're exhibitionists. They're exhibitionists. Any attention is better than no attention. Um, because if somebody's got a surrogacy thing hanging over them, you won't post that video if you didn't want it to get out. Um, I know it's a big thing that people do in celebrity land. They do it, it's a big thing apparently, but they don't, they keep it under wraps. They're actually enjoying it. They actually enjoy it. They feed off it. Yeah, justice. They get a kick out of it. Um, I used to live next door to someone in fact, I live next door to a couple of people like this. The Chariot going forward, what's next? The Tower, they get a kick out of it. Yeah, Knight of Wands, look what I've created. A King of Wands as well, fire and corruption, don't know why I said that, and deceit. They're in it together. There's a part of Harry that's manipulated, but they're also in it together. They're in it, they thrive off of it. Because I'm hearing if you genuinely didn't want press intrusion, if you genuinely wanted privacy, you wouldn't do what they're doing. But they actually get a kick out of it. They'll possibly retreat back now and then come back out again with something else. And being shown up their sleeve, so there's tricks up their sleeve. Bloody hell. Oh God. Harry and Meghan now. Harry and Meghan now. So they've had the kick. Harry and Meghan now. Show me their energy now. Oops. Power of persuasion. Succession plan. What's going on? I'm trying to remember my June read. And did I mention in that June read? I'm sure I did. That there are a lot of meetings going on in relation to stuff like this. I said, didn't I? There's something not right in June. There's a great ball of light coming in and joy, but there's also family stuff that we're not going to be possibly shown, meetings about what's coming. Power of persuasion in the succession plan. They're trying to prove that the Lilibet, for some reason, is in the succession. Housing and infrastructure, which is safety, a deal made, beneficial impact whilst trying to appear all sugary and sweet and all things nice. It's a trade war. And there's a hidden clause here. A fall from grace. No. Global governance. Wanting to be fully in the centre of attention. Oh, they got their eyes on the throne. The only way they'd get to the throne would be if there was a disaster. I know she's allegedly been heard saying that a plane crashed away from the throne, but it's this succession plan that keeps coming up for me. What if I pick two cards up for? What's that? And a facade of, I picked that one up by accident, and a facade of goodwill. So, succession plan, what that looks like, God knows. Is it a case of just trying to keep the children in the line of succession? Is it a case of wanting more? Who knows? The weird thing is, last night, once I saw that video, I got a really uneasy feeling, like a desperate feeling, that in some way they need to. And I don't like saying this because, he is Charles's son. He is the son of a king. But I just got a real feeling that a decision does need to be made. Because God forbid, if the worst thing happens, and say, God, William gets wiped out with George or whatever, or just William gets wiped out and Charles isn't about, or you've got Catherine on her own, and it just gives me that Tudor vibes of what used to happen back in the day. Um, I'm going to use a different deck. No, I'm going to use the same deck. Show me the energy of William right now towards this. We'll just do one card in the bottom card. Show me the end. Okay. Okay. Three cards have dropped out. Seven of Cups. It's too much. Having to make sense of it. Um, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Fool in reverse, and the Wheel of Foot, feeling stuck with it, feeling like his hands are tied, feeling like he can't really do anything. The Hermit has just flipped out, Three of Swords in reverse, releasing heartbreak. So King Charles, King Charles, King Charles, King Charles, his reaction to it all. He doesn't want to look at it. He doesn't want to look at it. He's just concentrating on being king. Um, doesn't want to get involved. Ooh, Ace of Cups, it's in reverse. He's cut off, he's cold to it. That's not good, Charles, because one of you, I'm getting passionate about it now, but someone's got to make a decision. It's not all about being king. This is going to fall to the next generation and the next generation, the next generation. Can it even be sorted out? God knows. Anyway, Harry Spencer. So allegedly, um, on one of his secret visits to the UK, Harry approached Earl Spencer, which is Diana's brother, and asked his guidance on becoming a Spencer. And allegedly, Earl Spencer has swayed him away from it. My feeling on that as well is that even Earl Spencer doesn't want his name tarring. He knows what they're doing with the. I know Earl Spencer isn't a big fan of the roll machine, but and we know that Earl Spencer does tend to look out for himself. Um, but show me the energy behind that from Harry's point of view. Ace of two cards have come out. The Magician wanting to make a change, hot-headed, oh God, a hot-headed change. Hot-headed change there, my tummy's rumbling. Ace of Cups at the bottom, fond memories of his mother. Fond memories of the Spencer name. Um, Six of Cups, the past. He's got tunnel vision. He's got tunnel vision, rose-colored and tunnel vision, rose-colored glasses in relation to the Spencer name. And everything will be all right if I just change my name. Everything will be all right if I just lose weight. Everything will be all right if I just have a nose job, that type of thing. He's a hothead. Show me Elle Spencer's reaction to it. Show me Elle Spencer's reaction to it. The Fool. Eight of Wands at the bottom. Interesting. The Empress, obviously his mother, as in Diana. The Hierophant. Major Arcana. Eight of Swords restrictions. He's a strange one, is Elle Spencer, you know. Looking after the own interests of his family. Um, Elle Spencer. Classified information, something we're not being shown. Intimidation tactics at the bottom. What in the name of Spencer is going on? Intimidation tactics. One of the things I was shown earlier was the fact that Earl Spencer's aware, and possibly the extended Spencer family aware there's issues within Harry and Meghan, and they don't want tarring with it. They don't want it to fall on their doorstep. Give me a clarifier for the Empress from this deck. Nobody wants to be held responsible for this. Nobody even wants to be. It's almost like, does anybody even want to be responsible for Harry if and when he crumbles? Empress clarifier, the Three of Pentacles, the Devil at the bottom. The Empress is Harry's mother. Something strange. Empress clarifier. Just environment concerns. This gives me vibe. I know what this is. I know what this is. This gives me vibes of when Diana asked Earl Spencer for a property, and he didn't want the intrusion of the press, allegedly, although he claims it's different, you know. It just doesn't want his corruption revealed. He doesn't want his name, the Spencer name, the Spencer family, dragging into this. Um, Interesting. There's a lot going on, isn't there? There's a lot going on the surface. How does Harry feel about the decision? Nine of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Something strange here. Five of Cups. Queen of Cups, Diana. Emotions. King of Pentacles. How does Harry feel about not having the Spencer, about not being allowed to use the Spencer surname? Power shift and a fall from grace. He's wanting to isolate the Spencers away from William. Look at that, the two boys. Power shift. There's something strange with this. Clarifier. Clarifier for this part of the reading, please. Good grief. Ace of Cups in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse. My tummy's rumbling if you can hear it. I think I think the Spencers have their issues. And they don't want to be dragged into it because they don't want to have their information used against them at a later date. I think we're dealing with Harry that's got a split personality. He's got an unnatural remembrance of his mother and an unnatural remembrance of the Spencer name. Earl Spencer possibly felt that Harry was weaponizing the Spencer name and his mother. Interesting. Oh, look at that. Queen of Cups looks like she's on a lake. Don't let me go down a rabbit hole. Please don't let me go. I'm just intrigued. I tell you what's doing it to me. I know the rumours out there that she's not on the island, that she's in the church. Ooh, interesting. Now that would be dark. That would be crazy. And that would be, if that ever came out, that would be an absolute shit show because if they have not buried her on the island and they've had people paying to go see her and made money out of it, and nobody's actually stepped forward and said anything, I need to. Oh God, where's me? It's up there. Right. Oh God. Oh God. Is Princess Diana buried on the island? Dodging the question, stepping down. Oops. Is Princess Diana buried on the island? King of Cups. This island with the swans. The Four of Wands. Yes, she is. She is on that island. I've been there. I've been. Why am I doubting it? Why am I letting conspiracy theories run the show? I've been there. I've felt her there. Um, yeah, it's hard to believe that somebody so young and vibrant and beautiful could be buried somewhere, but she's on that island. There's something else though with this. Um, looking after best interest. Anyway, I don't want this reading to get too long. It's already getting stupidly long and we need to move on. So maybe it's something we revisit in the past. But yeah, parting of the deck, working on solutions. And a card from this deck in relation to Diana and the island. Diana and the island. The way forward is open. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to the personal spiritual freedom. X marks the spot. And look at that. When you go on Althorpe, I think it used to be on the website, you'd see the photograph of the place, of the Althorpe house, and it was very similar to that. X, yeah, she's on the island. I'm feeling that. I'm even feeling Diana's energy saying if she wasn't, real people would have stepped forward with information in relation to that. It wouldn't have been as easy to keep it hidden. Um, and people saw an opportunity to make a quick buck. But you see, that's the thing. Some conspiracies are downright true. There is corruption, but some are just fairy tales and manipulations anyway. Talking about conspiracies, let's get on to Maddie McCann. Bloody hell. Oh, God. Right, Maddie McCann, the case has been opened again. Has it ever been closed? I don't know. And at the time of filming, right now, let's get the phone out, they are uncovering new evidence, possibly hunting for remains. At the time of filming, there's nothing new come up on the phone. Let me just see if I can get it up on Sky News. It'll be UK, won't it? I'm not sure. There's that much going on at the minute. Maddie McCann. What would it be under? That's Scotland, Wales. It's not on Sky News. Well, not that I can see. Maddie McCann. Oof. Right. Live on the Independent, Madeline McCann search latest neighbour recalls angry rows with suspect as third day begins in hunt for missing girl. Search for Madeline McCann moves as prime suspect speaks out. So the time is running out for German police as they continue to search a site in Portugal close to where British toddler Madeline McCann disappeared 18 years ago. The search comes nearly exactly 2 years since the last major search. At the forefront of this is investigators' minds is German pedo you know what a file. Christian Bruckner. Okay, let's pull some cards. Did he do it? Did this Bruckner did it? Did it? Ooh, interesting. Did he do it? Did he do it? Is he behind her disappearance? Is he behind her disappearance? Two of Pentacles. Not a strong theory. There's a tower moment here, clearing at the bottom. The devil in reverse. Now, the devil upright is when you're in the midst of it. You're an addict. You've done something devilish. I'm not saying that being an addict is devilish, but it's about codependency. It's about devilish behavior. It's about addiction. It's about all kinds of dark stuff. In reverse, it's about releasing that. The chariot in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. Failed negotiation. Economic challenge. Is this being used to hide other news like economic challenges? Um, I wonder if she's in the sea, you know. I wonder if she's been put in the sea. I might be wrong, but I just feel as though it's a little bit of a clown show with the he's meant to represent a clown, by the way, with the clown's hat. He's out of alignment, his infinity signs all over the place. It's the choppy seas, it's taking you away from something. Think of a clown as distraction, isn't he? Right. Why has this case been reopened? Or why is this case being placed in front of people again? Okay. They always bring it out apparently as a distraction. Um, Apparently there's many cases that they have that they can bring out to detract and distract, and this is one of them. Why has it been brought out again, please? Okay. Three of Wands to take your vision away from something, to take you away. Three of Wands is about receiving something, to send you in a different direction. Three of Cups. I got that yesterday, last night when I shuffled in private. Um, I think this is the real person behind it, or represents the real people. Again, we've got water. Let's just keep pulling. Eight of Pentacles, because again, it's distraction. It's been manufactured. King of Pentacles in reverse. A king that is not when a King of Pentacles is upright, is strong, dependable, good with figures, good with money. You want him as your business partner. When he's in reverse, you don't want him as your business partner. He's not trustworthy. He's not good with figures. So there's economic stuff here that's been hidden. Um, there's money being hidden. Four of Swords in reverse. Um, Ace of Cups, cold and calculated. One more card, and then the King of Cups. Ooh, interesting. We'll keep going. And the Ace of Pentacles. Possibly evidence getting planted. I don't like what I see when I pull on Madeline McCann, you know. It makes me feel shivery. Um, do you know, the McCanns once went to my local boozer. I used to live in a place called Crossgates in Leeds, and I don't live there now, and they didn't go when I lived there. But my favourite pub that I used to go to for food called, I don't know if I should name it. I won't name it, because in case it's some, I don't know, I want to break the confidence or whatever. I know they don't deserve it, but I won't be a knobhead. Um, I've already mentioned it. I don't think so. They actually were seen in there. Anyway, I don't know what they'd be doing in Yorkshire, but yeah, just thought I'd share a freaky fact with you. Um, King of Cups, clarifier, deceit as well. Seven of Wands in reverse. There is somebody, I feel, there is somebody, or, King of Cups just doesn't have to be a person, it can be a group of people. There is a group of people or someone that actually wants to get to the bottom of this. But I feel as though that person's case or information will not be allowed forward. So they stage something else. Why is the Maddie McCann case being presented again? Unresolvable differences, environment concerns. That keeps coming up a lot, doesn't it? Market volatility. It's to hide something to do with finances Unresolvable differences. Is this global unresolvable differences? Is this unresolvable differences between the McCanns? Market volatility. A trusted advisor. Dominic Cummings isn't involved in this, is he? I'm joking. I don't think so. Pursuit of control. Somebody wanting control. Tyrannical leadership. So there's tyrannical leadership behind this. We'll do 3 more cards. Not sustainable. It's not a strong case. It's not sustainable. Balancing priorities, balancing stories. Mourning a loss. So somebody's had a loss and they're mourning it. Knowledge is being withheld. Show me the McCann's energy at this time. Show me Jerry and Kate McCann's energy at this time. Empty promises. Peace treaty. Empty promises. They know. They know that, it's not like a parent getting that call. Hello, Mrs. whatever. We're opening your search. Oh, God, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to find my child. That kind of thing. God, that was over dramatic, Claire. I'm a great actress. I'm only joking. They can't, you have that feeling as a parent that, they're going to find my baby after all these years. They know that this isn't going to go anywhere. Empty promises. It's like, oh, God, that's what I'm feeling. In the comments section, please don't put anything in the comments section. Otherwise, I will have to step in and remove it. I know. Relentless determination for the McCanns. And true to their word. So they're holding something back, allegedly, according to the cards. True to their word, to who? You don't have to answer. And a negative impact. They're not able to move forward from it. And final card. Controlled speech. So somebody is controlling what they say. Like I say, deep, dark and dangerous. There's a lot of deep, dark and dangerous at the minute. Okay, so that's why that's been opened up. Blinking Nora. Right, Kier Starmer and his war thing. I did pull privately. We'll pull again on it. Kier Starmer. In fact, I like this deck. Let's pull Kier Starmer and him getting ready for war. And then I promise you all, I'll let you get on with the rest of your day or evening. Okay. Isolated outcast. He's an isolated. So he's trying to look the good guy, which is why he's trying to look like he's after immigrants now and jumping on board on that bandwagon. He knows people are turning against him. So he's trying to get to people's animalistic natures, which is war and survival. And keep out of my country, you're going to take all its benefits. That type of energy is trying to approach that and appease to that. Failed negotiations. He's failed at something. Is under economic challenge. He's balancing priorities. Again, we get this a lot with him. Not in this card. I don't think I've had this card with him, Itchy Eye. But we get that he's got a lot going on. Housing and infrastructure. There's something wrong with the housing in the UK, the infrastructure. The economy. Misuse of funds. Funds have been misused. It's distraction. Intimidation tactics to other countries. My gun's bigger than your gun. My tankers are faster than your tankers. Our army's bigger than your army. Oh, you little shit. Ooh, forced hand. Whiff. Forced hand, yes. Somebody's forcing his hand in something, making him sign a contract. And crypto uncertainty. There's also something here around education systems as well. There's not a lot of money for education systems. The school system's crumbling. Um, Bankruptcy, bottomless money pit. Ooh, there's financial issues within the UK. Briefed in command. I went gym last weekend and I got the vision that it's not Kier in charge and it's not been the Prime Minister's, back in the day where you could feel that, that Prime Minister was in charge. You felt kind of safe, even if you didn't agree with them. He isn't in, anyway, you know what I mean? He's not, there's something else going on. Reversing his course. So he's promised something and he's not delivering, he's reversing what he said. External influence. There's an external influence here. Internal adversary. Something going on internally. One more card for Keir Starmer and his weapons. Shadow operation. So yes, shadow operation. I do want to say at this point, and it's not because somebody put, you don't like nasty comments. It's not that I don't like nasty comments. It's that I don't like to see things over and over again in the comment section. Because when I have to go through them, because I don't have a team of people looking at my comment section, I don't want to see catty, bitchy, nasty comments and unhelpful comments and cruel comments. These situations are already dark enough without us adding to that mix. And as alchemists on Earth, our job isn't to say repeat old stories. It's about alchemizing it. So it's not, did you know, did you know, did you know, did you, and going deep, 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 dark and dangerous. We are aware that things are not right. So the UK at the minute is going through a huge purge. The UK, the download I got before I came on was that the UK is an ancient, ancient land, which is one of the reasons why many people have always felt pulled to her. For, the Romans, the Vikings, Saxons, all kinds of different religions and people have been pulled to the UK for many reasons over the decades. She has the heart chakra of the world at Glastonbury. She's got some powerful stone circles, her mountains and hills and valleys. And there is a lot of healing on this on this country. There's also a lot of strength of character. There's also in the past been a lot of wealth. Also, as well, a lot of her ley lines, a lot of her history, a lot of her ancient places have been tampered with and played with and disrespected. And a lot of the old magic in the UK wants to come back. Those stone circles want to fire back up. Glastonbury wants to fire really back up. All of it does. But before it can come back and it feels safe, there's got to be a big cleansing going on. So right now, if you're living in the UK, you will be feeling it. There's some very knocks at the door. Ignore it. There's some very old dense energies that are having to be cleansed. Um, so the weather is very erratic. I know there's also other belief systems around the weather, but also as well, please allow Mother Earth her space to have a weather moment. You can feel when it's, well, I can. You can feel when it's an energetic purge in the weather and when it's something else in the weather. Um, and this is an energetic purge in the weather. Um, so with all the things going on, politics wise, um, ley line wise, upgrade wise, ascension wise, all of it. There's a lot going on. So if you're in the UK, the earth beneath your feet is going through it, the air is going through it, and you will be going through it. So look after yourselves, ground, be patient, stepping into light, embodying the old ancient ways, embodying your spiritual practice, um, and having hope for the future. Let's pull a card for the UK right now. I know other countries in the world are going through it, but I've already gone way overboard with this reading. Yes, you are correct. You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward with wise decisions. Be a light to others. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. So this is about stepping into community. It's about stepping into your light, not stepping into fear. If we do have a moment of fear, which is normal, feel the feels and all of that, don't let that fear envelop you, if that makes sense. Um, it's also about stepping out of he said, she said, they said, he's done that, he's taken that benefit, he's done that, she's done that, they're doing this. That's not helping. That is a stuck record. It's almost like backdrop energy. I'm going to be truthful with you, and it doesn't help. Um, we're going to have to decide whether we're a muggle or whether we're magic. And if we're magic, then we step into magic. Or we stay as muggle, which is eat, sleep, rave, repeat. I'm a victim, the system's corrupt, etc., etc., etc. This is about alchemy, Arthurian energy coming back and all of that, all of the different ancient civilizations wanting to come back. Are you in or are you out? And at that, I'm going to say the next group healing is the 10th and the 11th of June, which is next week. By the way, doesn't it fly? And that is about clearing the chakras, healing the chakras, balancing the chakras to get us ready for the solstice. If you want it, it's £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. There's no Zooms, there's no links, there's no lives. You go about your day as normal whilst receiving healing. Okay? If you want to take part in that, description box below or the pinned comment below, scroll down a little bit, it'll say next group healing, the dates, the price. Watch this video for more information. Feel free to watch that or put your name down and there you go. If you scroll down too far and you go to the homepage website thingy in the description box, it's fine. It's homepage, services, then group healing. If you want to book a session with me, you can do. Booking system, everything is down below. There is a playlist on here called Global Reads. Feel free to work your way through them, even though they're, previous weeks, etc. Also, as well, I think I'm going to do a separate playlist for Harry and Meghan. I did do this in the past because I just get to a point where I feel uncomfortable reading about them alongside royal family. Because to be quite honest, they're not acting royal right now. So if I do that, they'll have a very different thumbnail to the royal videos and they'll have their own playlist. If you're interested in having a separate playlist for Harry and Meghan content, and I'm not going to be doing it every single day because quite frankly, it bores me. But as and when something happens that I think is of interest, I'll do it. If you're interested in that, I want you to put in the comments, yes to the H&M playlist. So I know exactly what you're on about. And if you got to the end of this video and you've liked it and you want to comment but you're not sure what to put, what emoji shall we have? Send me the rain emoji for cleansing. Cleansing for the world. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.